3 big weeks of primaries. In each one now, we've seen Bill Clinton, former president of the United States, play basically a tag dog in chief.
So when you ask me that question, your position is that you think the culinary workers' vote should count. A, it should be easier for them to vote than for anybody else in Nevada that has to work on Saturday.
Give me a break. This whole thing is the biggest fairy tale I've ever seen.
Are you unhappy with anything about the way the campaign?
Let me finish. You started this, so let me finish.
Been there, done that. That's Bill Clinton unplugged on the campaign trail recently.
The Reno Gazette said Hillary Clinton continues to struggle under the cloud of her husband, that his baggage would follow her into the White House. Now, he got more headlines some days out in Nevada than she did.
Even the mainstream media is paying attention. The question, is this helping his wife, getting attention only a former president can for various issues, or is it actually distracting from the campaign?
Is the former president, Bill Clinton, helping or hurting his wife's campaign?
Which is, I think, an issue worth discussing.
I think it's a completely legitimate question.
What do you do with Bill Clinton from here on in?
Well, we keep Bill Clinton doing exactly what he is doing. He is a huge asset for this campaign. Everywhere he goes, he gets huge crowds. He makes a great case for Hillary Clinton. We want Bill Clinton on the road, making the case for Hillary Clinton wherever he can go.
He's been very active out there and very much on the attack in the last week. So he's sort of become their point person on making the negative case. Look, Bill Clinton is like any other spouse in this campaign in that he is invested in making sure that his wife, in this case, becomes the president. And of course he's going to play a role. He is a huge asset. We want him out there. We want him doing what he's doing.
Some people are concerned about this even inside the party. I have no indication at all, though, that President Clinton's going to stop.
No, it's a metabolic urge on his part. He's an Olympic-class whiner, and he was whining about everything in Las Vegas, as far as I can tell.
He's congenitally incapable of not talking, which is a great gift at one level, but at the same time, is he speaking for the administration?
Brett?
Well, I think it's at best a mixed blessing for her. That is Bill Clinton at his least attractive. You know, this is an extremely charming man and with an enormously winning personality. There isn't anything particularly winning about those little snippets that you showed there at all. They make a lot of news when they happen. They get played over and over and over again. And it is a reminder, I think, to people across the country of what they may have liked least about the Clinton presidency.
He has to be sent far away because he reinforces it's a referendum on the Clinton presidency.
It seems to me in some ways, and I suspect he'll get better at it, he's been running around the world and he's been lionized. He hasn't had to be in the fray. And he's not used to having this kind of back and forth anymore. He was great at it before, but showing anger and getting irritated never helped.
He's a much better politician on behalf of himself than he is on behalf of anybody else.
He's having a meltdown in every state, and he is so overinvested in her candidacy.
Look, he's her husband. He loves her. His own legacy has been questioned in some regard, so it's absolutely to be expected that he engages and gets a little emotional from time to time. You'd be asking me if he wasn't campaigning for his wife just as much.
When she said in New Hampshire, I have found my own voice, she was talking about more than just the politics of it. I spoke to someone close to the campaign who said Bill Clinton, and people are looking at him like a little league dad who's having these temper tantrums at every state.
Democrats that I talked to this week are of two minds. First of all, they say the attacks definitely helped her in the short term. He is raising doubts about Barack Obama in a way that no other surrogate can because he gets so much attention when he does them. However, there is a long-term cost, not only to his own reputation and lofty position as an ex-president, but also what Democrats are worried about is that the attacks on Obama are getting so intense that it's going to be hard for Bill Clinton, for Hillary Clinton, if she's the nominee, to get this party back together again.
Ted Kennedy and Rahm Emanuel, one of the leaders of the Democrats in the House, are saying this kind of rhetoric can hurt the unity of the party. And they quote Greg Craig, who was President Clinton's lawyer during impeachment, saying if the Hillary's campaign can't control Bill, how is Hillary's White House going to control him?
If Hillary can't control Bill now, what's she going to do with him when she's in the White House?
On the other hand, of course, you know, his attacks on Obama may have stuck in some way, and Hillary Clinton therefore didn't have to make them because Bill was out there making them.
I know there are people pulling their hair out. I know there are senators pulling their hair out.
You can imagine.
On the other hand,
on
the other hand, I don't think that President Clinton believes he is hurting, and if you look at the results, someone's out there got to do it. They are playing a good cop, bad cop, and it is getting a lot of negatives out there on Obama.
Well,
I think that's right. I mean, I think at a high altitude level, it feels like it shouldn't work. It feels like it should reinforce the dynastic concerns, which really should be one of the key issues with Hillary Clinton's candidacy. But when it comes to what voters actually think and how they're actually responding, it's hard to find evidence that it's been counterproductive.
As far as Bill Clinton, yes. A lot of Democrats would wish that he would do things a little bit more decorously, even though they understand why he's doing it.
Why is he doing it? I mean,
To
really.
help her get elected.
Yeah, but it's really unseemly, and I think it hurts her. An ex-president of the United States to be petty squabbles about Nevada caucus rules, and then the spouse kind of having to make the fight for the one who's running for the office. I think it diminishes her. I don't think it's helpful to her. I think the best thing that she can do is stand alone. I think the problem is that she's got to stand alone, have her voice. I think the best thing they could do is he sort of take a step back, go off the stage, and let her stand on her own.
She is a woman. She's running for president. She's running for head of the United States, chief executive officer, and she has to send her husband out to yell at the neighbors. There's something strange, jarring, unbecoming, and even unfeminist about it.
I doubt that she's sending him out. I think he's going out on his own.
You think he's just on his own? Oh my goodness, it's her campaign. If she didn't want him out there wagging his finger, turning red, and arguing with reporters and bringing a level of temper and heat to the proceedings, if she did not want that, I'm sure she would stop it. And if she cannot, we should all just stop and take a breath.